the garden, and the weather here has been really below average. It's done nothing but rain for the last month here in Wales, and the temperatures today are only 11 degrees. Some of the plants are looking very good though. These ferns and the heuchera are definitely looking really nice and fresh. Here's some more ferns that are also doing well. This one's just starting. It's not all good though with the ferns. There's one that I planted under here. And this is one that the wall fell on. I did plant it, but I don't think it's coming. All the fronds are black. I don't know if you can see it in there, but it's not looking happy at all. We have got the beginning of a new wall, but that's covered over at the moment. As rain stopped play, there's another 3 courses to go up there, but that can't be done until the weekend when the weather gets a little bit better. The bare-rooted pear tree, that's covered with leaves now. It's doing really good. Looking down the garden, I planted out today this alocasia. I used to keep this last year as a house plant, but it's been outside now in a pot for the last 3-4 weeks. And so I decided to pop it in the ground. I know it's not hardy here, so I will be digging it up at the end of the season. I'm hoping that by putting it in the ground, the leaves will get a lot larger, as it won't be so restricted. Things are starting to grow here, but it's very slow at the moment. And you know me, I'm not one for being very patient. But we just haven't had the warmth this year that I was expecting. The bamboos, on the other hand, are really enjoying this damp weather. And they are definitely pushing out some new growth. This Euphorbia John Phillips, I bought this last year. It only had 2 stems when I bought it. It was definitely put on some size. It's got to be about 4 foot across now. I've only had 1 flower though. It's also known as the honey spurge. And by taking in the lovely delicate scent, I definitely know why, because it smells exactly like honey. I was amazed. The little herb garden that I did earlier in the week, I've propped up with some pebbles underneath, because as you know, I have loads of pebbles in this garden, which I use dotted around the pathways. Miscanthus has started to put on some growth. It's very slow, but it is coming. I've had a look at the weather, and next week is supposed to be looking a lot better, with temperatures between 17 and 20 degrees here in Wales. Fingers crossed. All of the leaves on this tetrapanax are this year's growth, and this is doing really well. This was bought only last year also, and it's completely deciduous, so it loses all growth over the winter season. It was just a stick in the ground. But look at that new leaf. The Robusta Campbell in this new location next to the pathway is also enjoying it there, and it's putting on new growth too. When we visited the garden centre last week, we also managed to pick up the last one in the set of these monkeys. These belong to my husband, and when we purchased them, they only had 2 out of the 3, so we had to wait for the last one to be in stock. And he was so happy last week when we visited and he saw it on the shelf. The Hebes have also put on some size too. These were new this year. And this little one here has started to flower. I love heucheras in the garden. With all their different colours, they really brighten up shady areas. I have a few of them dotted around, and they're great for adding to the fronts of borders and also for filling any gaps. The white rhododendron is in full bloom. It's so pretty. The other rhododendrons that I have in the garden are all at different stages. They've got buds on them, but they're not coming into flower just yet. This one, on the other hand, I don't think will be long. I think it's going to be a red one, as I can just see them breaking open. So a few more weeks, and this part of the garden should be full of flowers. It's lovely to see wildlife in the garden, and when I was filming, a little bird came to say hello,